Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the first ever Entrapment Championships. Out of the 12 starting teams, we are now down to 2. IndianTechSupport and Team Elsoma have swept away all opposition and stand ready to battle it out in a best of 3 finals. My name is slicedlime. I'll be your host for this first final game, which works just like the semi-finals. The teams get to choose one arena each, and the die roll has landed on IndianTechSupport, who have chosen Altar of Xipadia by Maloma. We're joining this game in round 4. Yes, it is raiding for unknown reasons. Team Elsoma are setting up a TNT based trap right next to spawn. We have had TNT, magma and lava, TNT minecarts, and witches and cave spiders. And just as the switchover is about to happen, Cannon Man is arming the trap but accidentally breaks the redstone instead of the pressure plate. Trap is rendered completely harmless, and now IndianTechSupports are going into the arena, basically running on top of all of those TNT without noticing a single thing. And they haven't noticed in the entire round. We're at the end of the round now. They've just set up a little bit of a greeting here, and now Team Elsoma are coming back into this arena, being very hesitant, as it seems like IndianTechSupport have disabled their trap and set up this greeting almost to taunt them. And now they're just rushing into the arena, just trying to avoid any problems with this, coming back a little bit looking at this, but deciding to just dash into the arena instead. Meanwhile, in the other arena, a bunch of shulkers have been placed in IndianTechSupport and needing to build up some structure to protect their way out of the spawn area. We're in round 7 now. We have had shulkers, as you might see, fire charges and creepers this round. IndianTechSupport are having a fair bit of problem. There's a lot of shulker balls in the air here. They've now made it out of the spawn zone, running along the side here, and they have to basically run a slalom between all of these shulkers to make it all the way into the arena. And now the spawn safety is up. 2 of them have made it into the arena, and the world border is coming in, but they have a problem. Chromatis has disconnected from the game and will reconnect outside of the world border. Back in the first arena, the TNT blocks are still there. Team Elsoma have not picked them back up, and they also have not finished the trap. They probably thought that IndianTechSupport disarmed them and took him, but they haven't even looked, and now they're choosing to do something else instead. Zork the Great is looking around this spawn area, is holding some form of spawn egg, switches to a plank, places that. There are shulkers coming in now. Shulker ball is flying through the air. Back in the second arena, Chromatis reconnects outside of the world border, starts taking a whole bunch of damage immediately. And with a nice display of sportsmanship, Team Elsoma immediately call for his healing up to give him back his health he lost from that. That happens. And we're gonna skip ahead to round 10, where we're now in the state where nobody has lost any health. In between, we have seen silverfish blocks of redstone components, and now in round 10, slime blocks in the loot chests. And it is becoming apparent at this point that in both of the arenas, shulkers are the big hassle, the big problem. Fabian takes a knock there, and Elsoma has also taken a hit on their side. And he floats into the arena now, has to build up a little bit underneath himself so he doesn't fall and take even more damage. He has access to this little lip of the side of this roof here. He can sort of sneak along it, get into the arena a little bit further, but he has to make it down at some point. Starts building downwards a little bit now. Wood planks coming in. Shulkers here though, firing at him. Now he has to run further into the arena and try to get away from the shulker bullets yet again. Takes up a defensive position in the next little cubbyhole, and threat neutralized, and they can now go on with this round and go get the loot chest, which contains blazes. On their side, Team Elsoma have definitely made good use of these blazes, spawning 2 of them in small little holes at the back of the arena, sort of as guardians. Those will have a very good line of fire across the arena. But that isn't all, they also have them at the start of the arena, and there's also the shulkers, and now there are witches. And there's an actual real big problem of getting into the arena for both teams now. Zorok just makes a run for it, his team's sort of following him, while IndianTechSupport are more building up a structure to try to get away from that. Lit on Fire still has spawn safety, and the team are now following Zorok out. And Elliot has started going for the sides, but his game crashes and he gets stuck there as the shulkers just keep firing at him. That is very unfortunate timing for them, and GG Elliot as the shulkers take him out. What an incredibly sad way for Team Elsoma to lose a member. And meanwhile in the other arena, Chromatis has taken a shulker bullet, floats up the wall, and immediately when he lands from that inside of a water stream, a blaze fireball hits him, takes another chunk of damage out of him, and now he's down to 6 hearts. Significant health loss there. He moves into the side of the structure. Fabian comes and meets him up, appears to give him something. Yes, he is holding a golden apple now. The team has apparently been harvesting the leaf blocks here, have been cooking up gold from the arena, and he can now get 2 extra hearts and 2 protection hearts. We're moving on to the end of round 12. There was bows and arrows in this one. The protection hearts from Chromatis have worn out, and now we're watching Team Elsoma trying to make it into this arena again under shulker fire. Zorok takes a hit. They were still under spawn safety there, no damage dealt, but he floats up to the top of the spawn area here. That's making it a little bit hard to work from there, but he's managing. They've built up a wall and they appear to have gone for digging their way into the arena this time. Later on in the round, they've dug a significant amount of pathways through here, and they're digging right underneath that TNT trap. Yes, and that TNT is still there from way back in round 4. They finally discovered it and started taking it back. And now they have a whole bunch of TNT again. There were illagers in this round's chest, but they haven't made it out to that one. Start of the next round, IndianTechSupport are now entering this very same arena. They opt to go directly into it, rush along here. Chromatis is going to run right past that shulker, gets hit by a shulker bullet, that takes another couple of hearts out of him, and then they can keep going into the arena. Meanwhile, Team Elsoma are now building the same type of delayed TNT trap again. There's a furnace here, they're going to kick it off, set something on one of these pressure plates and destroy the other one, which means that the TNT is now armed, but it won't actually fire until this furnace has stopped burning and gets updated. Back on the IndianTechSupport side, they've now set up a clock. There's a dispenser pointing into this box, and there is a massive amount of zombie pigmen being spawned on that. There were zombie pigmen in the previous round's chest, the brewing chest was this one, and now they have angered these pigmen. They are pretty angry at them, looking up, standing all around in the corner now, and Team Elsoma are gonna have to deal with these pigmen once the switchover happens. The dispenser has stopped ticking there. They had a pressure plate to disable up top, and one of them has now stood on it, so that would probably mean that something more is about to happen here, as the switchover is about to come. We're heading into round 16. Team Elsoma is teleported in, and IndianTechSupport disappears from the pressure plate above, and now there are blazes above here. Team Elsoma doesn't waste much time. They put down 2 water sources that starts damaging all of these blazes. On their side, IndianTechSupport are making their way out, and they are now above this furnace-based delayed trap that is about to go off. They can hear the TNT sizzle and run off into the corner. The TNT blows up with a massive explosion, but no damage dealt there. And on their side, Team Elsoma are battling these mobs. The blazes have died off, but the spawn safety is up. The world border is coming in, and they start taking damage from that. Zorok has been killed by the world border. And now Elsoma is taking damage. He and Ganonman have been backed into a corner. There's no way even Team Elsoma can withstand this onslaught. GG as IndianTechSupport takes the first final match win.